Again. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Rob, Hollow Avarice, back again, continuing our stream of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, possibly concluding all the non-DLC story events today for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah. Yesterday we finished the main story of the game, went to Norway with Sigurd, found out that Basim was Loki, Basim possibly killed Layla and took her spot in the Animus in the future. Brought Sigurd back here with us, which is cool. Did a whole bunch of cool stuff. We're back. Awesome. Let us just hop in. This is my second time.
What do you have today?
Trying this as my computer crashed. On both of these. I want a cool mount, but I also want a cool sword and a cool spear. Yeah, I already got a cool weapon, so let's buy the cool mount.
Style, crucial to the modern warrior.
All right.
I'm off.
Goodbye.
I went back to Norway and did a little bit of a cleanup, where I was able to pick up the Spear of Odin Gungnir, which has an incredibly enhanced range. And I just turned in the last of the artifacts before my game crashed. Not my game, my computer crashed.
What have you...
Right.
Nothing more today? Can we... Absolutely.
Any new training?
All done? Until
Thank
next
you, my
time.
guy. Yeah, so I've done a lot. Let us see what the very last story mission has in store for us. I have become Jarl. Sigurd stepped aside, knowing I'd be the best Jarl for Ravensthorpe. I mean, I built Ravensthorpe.
Sigurd,
Oh.
Eivor, before you say more, I must tell you something. Randvi and I have ended our marriage.
I am sorry to hear that.
Ah, do not be. We adore one another dearly, but our marriage was not built on love. We were brought together as an act of peace. I was pledged to her well before I knew her, and though we have tried to settle our differences,
Well, now I feel
and
bad
find
about
love in
breaking
our
up with
faults,
Randvi.
it has not worked out. And so we have dissolved our bond. Yet as a clan, we will grow together.
Then I'm glad for you both. And for the rest of us. This place would not be the same without you two.
So this is my new chair. Cool. My new bear. Cool.
Good day, Eivor.
I want to see the...
The very last area.
Hamptonshire. The last Saxon stronghold.
And
Let's go
very
kill that
heavily
king.
guarded. King Alfred is preparing for war. You will meet tremendous resistance.
As will Alfred. Is Guthrum Jarl there with his army?
He is. He and Ubba have gathered a sizable force and intend on launching an attack on Alfred soon. If we support their assault, England will fall to us. A pagan land where a multitude of gods may freely roam.
Sounds probable. I pledge to Hamptonshire.
I will go to Hamptonshire and speak with Guthrum. Send word to our allies to gather in the Thames just outside the Shire.
I will. May the gods share in this, our final victory.
Is that Valka?
What is it?
Eivor, you must not go. You must not. The signs, the portents, they shout and wail. Your leaving will be our doom.
Speak clearly, Volker. What have you seen?
I have thrown the bones. I have stirred the offal of beasts. And in the rising steam, I saw the end of it. Though this battle you may win, this war you will not. Your foe will be your master. Your hope will be your grief. This is fate.
I thank you for this, Valka. But the yarns of fate are too frayed for me to follow. I owe this fight to my friends and allies, and I will see it through.
Go then, with great care. But know that the home you leave will not be the home to which you return.
I mean, I've already conquered Hamptonshire. I've already cleared out all of the areas, right? You know what? The last thing I can do is... let's knock out the rest of these mysteries and the last 2 anomalies. And then I will have truly done everything in this land. No? Yeah, no, that seems about right. Strikes again. There we go. On the Trekkium's Viking Code. You know, we also had a new quest. So those are 2 of those quests, right? There. The Drenger of Lothbrok. To find the pit of snakes that he died in. Let's knock these out first. Alright, let's try it. Let's see what our guy looks like. Ooh, he's so frosty and pretty. Way to go, Magic Deer. I now wield Excalibur and Gungnir, 2 legendary weapons. We also still have no idea who the father is, the leader of the Order. We have not solved that little piece of the puzzle. It wouldn't make sense for it to be Alfred, because he helped us, let us kill 3 other members of the Order. So that wouldn't make sense, right? I do hope none of these mysteries involve giving up stuff, because I sold most of my spare fish and hunting goods. Like, most of them.
Mother was right. Always keep the legs closed.
Your baby is coming. Where's the nearest healer? I will take you.
No need for a healer, love. Just get to the top of that hill. I can do the rest.
What? All the way to the top? And you intend...
Yes! I'll roll my fat corpse up this hill if need be.
It's too far to carry you like this without hurting your babe. I shall have to take you by horse.
You need not help me, but who am I to look a gift Dane in the mouth?
It is dishonorable to leave a pregnant woman to the elements. Why does the baby's father not come to you?
The baby's father is a god. Mockers of the wood saw me on solstice and wooed me with his song.
You laid down with a god.
Aye, is that so shocking? Mary grew Christ from the touch of God. I heard of a Dane god who lay down with a horse.
Loki.
Yeah.
He was also a horse at the time. You didn't get mounted by a horse god, did you?
No, it was very much a man. A godly man, definitely not a mortal. But I didn't see him by light of day, so who knows? Child out of wedlock. Oh, I should raise the babe out here. Safe from town gossip. Raising it as a bastard.
Go,
How
Firefly.
they'll talk. Lying with woodland gods and living out in the wilderness. I should become a witch. What do you think, love?
Is that all it takes to become a witch?
We're not far now, love. You can leave me on the steps of the temple if you want. The rest should come naturally.
I'm not leaving you to bleed out or be taken by wolves. If your god lover cannot join you in birth, then I will guide your child out.
I doubt he will. I ran after our little encounter. Thank you, love. You have been kinder to me than my own
kin. Like a 3-foot drop. Is this the right place? Ooh, another firefly. Is it up here? Oh, this altar? Where are you? Where did she go? There, okay. Come on. Oh, this is insane. Is this where you need to give birth? I mean, I'm gonna assume it's the only.
We made it to the shrine. Do you think the otherworldly father will be able to find it?
I wasn't impregnated by a god, just an ordinary man as bored as me. Doubt we want anything to do with this child.
I see. Then we shall focus on the child instead. Breathe deeply and try to relax. This will take time. I will build a tent.
And Eivor delivered a baby. You know, normal Viking stuff.
You did a great job. A healthy baby girl. Just hear that cry. Warrior's lungs.
A girl? I have no knowledge.
Ermina? I've been looking everywhere.
Hey, Mokus.
Brand told me you'd run off and I worried the worst.
This is your god lover? I expected more.
God lover? Should I take that as a compliment on my prowess or an insult to my
Go, Mokus. Our families would never approve the union. And if you're to have any reputation, you will forget me.
I think I get to stay in that. I care
Good
not
for you,
about
Mokus.
status, and if all we have together is some hut in the woods, then so be it.
A hut in the woods does sound fit for a witch and her babe.
Nice.
Feel my breath on your neck. Keep walking.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Being it's a safe place to sleep, alone in a house. You fool. Clearly not what I meant to. Cool. Yeah, I like the spear. only one mystery left in this area. So we can go knock out the south, I believe. You're fast. The Forest of Denu. Oh, this one had a lot of loops and twists in it, right? We had to go out.
I must be careful now.
Thank you. Good job. Literally the only part of the forest I know I didn't want to go through was the elf wood. This is the Assassin's Bureau that I accidentally discovered. Literally when I was just out looking and cleaning up, Still only brown bears, still no black bears. So I have a legendary weapon, a legendary blade, and a mythical spear. The sword of a king and the spear of a god. That just bores. I still need to find and get 12 black bear furs. 3 piggies a day, 5 piggies tomorrow, so many less piggies, just to have these for days. That's... Hey, that... Did you hang this man upside down to bleed him? Because that's a little insane. Right? This lake is full of weighted corpses.
What is it you want? Who are you? What is it you want? Poison. I need to get out of here.
Lady of the Lake. Not to be confused with the real Lady of the Lake. Gruesome collection. Yeah. Come on. Alright, you're in my way. I was gonna let you live, but you're in my way now. There you go. Good, you learned your lesson? You did not. Little fool. There's not much left. Got an anomaly to do. There's only 2 anomalies left, and then we'll learn all about the mad one. Let's climb up where it's lower, and then ride along the top instead of riding along the bottom and climbing where it's steeper. Have you guys ever watched those weird, the specialized reactor videos? Like, hey, here are some professional climbers reacting to this, or professional martial artists reacting to this martial arts video. There was one, it was climbers reacting to a bunch of different video games, and one of them included different Assassin's Creed games. And in the original, like 1, 2, 3, Brotherhood, they were more realistic, where they had individualized handholds and specified what you could climb. And they're like, oh yeah, that tended to be more realistic, but these, where you could just climb anything like endlessly, were insane. So my question is this going to be Layla or Basim? Holy shit.
Yes, here we are. My anomalies. Let's see how these turned out.
My anomalies. Because Althea talked about the mad one when she was talking to Basim. I guess we're gonna go down and around. This one's all about sliding. But we don't have Rebecca or what's her name out there anymore. Rebecca or Sean. Okay. So we can jump back and go down. Yep. Heck yeah. Alright. Holy hell. That was cool. That was pretty cool. So, Layla and the Reader, who I'm pretty sure was Desmond, because it sounded a lot like Nolan North and Desmond, are now trapped inside the Yggdrasil machine, messing around with probability, studying alternate planes of existence, trying to find a way to prevent the end of the world. And Basim stole the Staff of Eden, which has his lover inside of it.
Speaking to me, you live.
Yeah.
I live. If this is living, a mind without a body. And do you feel? I feel myself. My sense of being. Nothing more, nothing less. No pain or joy or passage of time. And yet, you are with me. And I with you. And together, we will endure.
Actually, that should work. So I go there. Nice. Now I kind of want to see all of the... I'll probably look it up on YouTube later. All of these anomalies from Layla's point of view, and all of them from Basim's point of view.
The fragment of an ancient memory.
Like, what if I had not done any of them throughout the game? This is easy. Move directly west. All right. Easy enough. Bam, bam. The river. Man. So I'm really curious what they're gonna do with the next game.
To be honest, Crystal, the more you nag, the more I think we'd all be better off if Affleck just clinged.
Every time a woman dares to question you, that's your solution. Drown them in the river.
Your mother ran off to Swanage with your Uncle Axel.
I do not have an Uncle Atwell.
You have my sense.
You, stranger, help me talk some sense into him, will you?
This is your daughter. Why have you tied her up?
Because if I don't, she just runs off.
My father thinks a satanic sea beast, Afflank the Terrible, sent floods to our farms. My sacrifice is to appease...
We don't think, we know. Godfrey saw Afflank with his own eyes.
Can't
So you're going to
dissuade
throw your
Godfrey.
daughter in the lake and hope the beast accepts your offering? She'll more likely drown.
You're making it sound stupid when you say it like that. Look! There he is! He breaches the water! Do you not see his demonic flippers?
Those are fish.
I would run if I...
Thank you. But until...
Sea beasts and demons. There's something fishy afoot. So this is that devil. I will find something to prove it's just a shipwreck. This should convince them not to sacrifice the girl to Aflac.
Now this is how you make a good ancient feeling village. People doing stupid stuff in the name of appeasing forces beyond their comprehension.
Was it nothing but driftwood?
Your sea beast was just a sunken ship.
What? But this is something that any swimming fool could have discovered. No offense.
I told him it was nothing, but he wouldn't listen.
Shut up, you fool.
Said you plague him day and night, complaining about his drinking, calling him a layabout.
Father, you knew? That there was nothing there?
So the solution was to drown her?
You're as bad as your mother. Nothing is ever good enough. I'm sick of listening to it.
An elaborate ruse for so simple a problem.
This cannot be forgiven. Murder was on your mind.
You deserve reparation. Speak your justice, and I'll enforce it.
Thank you, stranger. Leave, father. Leave my home and my life. Your actions have made me an orphan.
And know this. If you ever return, you'll be punished for your crimes. Come, Grizzled. I shall be your rock now.
Live well, Grizzled. Free from your father's mischief.
Offlank the Terrible. Well, good for you two. I'm gonna... If I had less to do, I would follow him, see where he ends up, and then put an arrow in his back. If I were a betting man, I bet I'd see the two brothers one more time.
Fenton! Fenton! Jesus Christ! Fenton!
This is a reference to the dog Fenton. I'm almost positive. Phone.
Fenton! I'm not following you into that forest, you woolly sack of mange!
Dog Fenton.
Will anyone help? I think he went off to the north somewhere!
Yep. In Richmond Park. It was in England. It was just a video that came out 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago of a dog starting a stampede of deer chasing him, and one man just going, "Jesus Christ, Fenton. Jesus Christ." So if we see a bunch of deer running from a dog...
That sounds like a sheep.
Oh, I thought... Okay. Oh, I thought it was a reference.
That
it was a
will be
sheep.
torn apart if I do not do something.
Was it a sheep? I'm gonna double check this. Yeah, it was just a guy yelling "Jesus Christ, Fenton" over and over again as his dog started a stampede in Richmond Park, which might be in Sussex. I don't know.
Are you Fenton? Your master is calling you. Maybe it will come if I whistle.
Fenton! Well, maybe we gotta... No, other way, Fenton, that way. Dodge at the last second. Come on, Fenton. There you go. And I'm gonna chase you with a deer, just like... I mean, the original video was a dog chasing a bunch of deer, not a deer chasing a single sheep.
There you are, Fenton. You have escaped for the last time, you walking mutton chop.
That is such an obscure reference. Jesus Christ, Fenton! And I'm shocked I know that reference.
Hold still, you woolly git!
Every year I watch the Big Fat Quiz of the Year. Jimmy Carr, it's a British game show every December. Last week in December.
I went through all that just so you could kill that poor beast.
A man like me can ill afford to slaughter a sheep for victuals, but the Elderman demanded it, and I must obey. Between you and me, I've been dying to murder this bastard for ages. Fenton was a royal pain in my ass. Still,
And
you did me
that
a
was a
good turn,
clip that was on
stranger.
the show.
Take some meat for your help. The Elderman won't miss it.
It's mutton stew for...
Favor the sheepdog. Alright, bud. 2 more and we're done with Sussex. Then we'll move on to Hamptonshire, which has 1, 2, right? Yeah, 2 and 2. And that will have cleared out all of the mysteries in the game. All of the mysteries in the base game, I should say. Again, I am planning on starting the DLC next time. There's a cave here. Have I been in it? Curious. I'm a naturally curious guy. There's like a little shortcut. Alright. I mean, good to know. If I were in this area, I'd make my make a home in there. A nice little, incredibly secure cavern. I like the starlight energy coming off his horns. It doesn't look like frost. It looks like a living constellation, which I kind of dig.
You, sir, bring me aid.
Well, there's an end to his madness. Or so.
King of the Hay People. Alright, I guess I just murdered a guy. A crazy guy. But still just like a full person. Sure. Just doing a murder. Did not attack me, did not provoke me in any way. Just crazy and burning a small isolated field filled with straw men. You know. As you do.
Go! Yeah!
You have strayed onto cursed ground. Your life is in peril.
Who's there?
We are the wisps of the swamp. Leave all you have as tribute, or you will never see the sun again.
Spirits. We'll see about that. Aid me. Be my eyes.
Maybe you have to It's got to have something to do with this. Ah. I'm Herc. There's definitely an opal up there. Yeah.
Not that way. Go.
They found us, lads. No sudden moves, all right?
Here are the mysterious wisps. So you and your fellows like to scare travelers into giving up their valuables?
That's right. We're peaceful like that. Wouldn't hurt a fly, me.
You tried to rob me.
A sorry necessity. We three were left homeless after your country folk. Now we do what we must to keep body and soul together. Here.
Help you?
Just a few pointers. How can we improve? Be more effective?
Why don't you hang up some bone dolls from the branches? A man would be scared witless coming upon that in the fog.
That's a fine idea. We'll do it.
Teach them to be better
Deserve
bandits.
a few coins for your help, at least. Thanks, traveller. So, who knows how to make a bone doll?
Oh, can't we use twigs or something? Bones make my skin crawl.
That's the idea, idiot.
I worked at a haunted house for a few years. Worked at a haunted house every October, part of September, part of October, because we built it in September. It was like a haunted hayride where you went up and down, but you weren't actually riding. You were walking through the back field of a farm near where I grew up. And you would walk through the aisles one at a time. And it was genuinely pretty freaky. I've made a number of people piss their pants, which is a mark of pride I have. Oh, there's another one right there. Oh dear. Sorry about that, guys. Just killing Alfred's men puts a smile on my face. Yeah, so I worked there for years. We had a big thing. We had a lot of killer clowns. That was like a big selling point there. We used 3D paint to make one of the rows an entire 3-dimensional thing. I was a zombie a couple times crawling out from underneath an overturned car that we set up. That was really fun. I was a little bit lighter back then. I was a Santa Claus, a mutilated zombie Santa at one point. We had like a Christmas room. And I was like a gravekeeper when we did this kind of mummy thing in the very beginning one time. There was a lot. We did a lot there. We always mixed it up. Made some pretty good friends there. That was a really solid haunted experience. And I took what I learned there, and at the school that I work for, we used to actually build a haunted house. Every October, I would get an entire classroom, a very big classroom, and I would get to build, like set up walls, and I would always be there for hours. Like I would get there at like 7 a.m., work till school started, then stay for a few hours after school, like till like 6:30, 7 p.m. So I was there for 12 hours every day for like a month. For a good chunk of October. I saw like no reindeers. Now I see them all over the place. But I would use like double-sided blackout paper and black out the windows.
You there, Dane! Come to...
Here's a merry gathering. A Saxon playing for Norsemen.
What joy a man gives is given back threefold.
Used to.
Used to. But now is no time for sadness. Join our revels. I was about to open a cask for my new friend. Come on, come on!
You look like the sort who laps at their brew like a kitten.
Wrong. Thor himself pales when he sees me take up my drinking horn.
Ha! Come and prove it then! Saxon, give us a song!
The Lord made me, and the Lord made...
Show me how...
You'll be under the...
Oh-huh!
The Lord made me...
Yeah, so I would put up plywood and prop them against the walls and prop them against each other, and I turned a large classroom into a miniature maze. Not because I work at a high school, not every one of the students had to go through. Obviously, it was always like if you wanted to, during our school's Halloween dance, you could go through the haunted house.
Cold fingers spreading through me. This is poisoned ale.
Oh, feels like Jormungandr is turning in my stomach. By Odin, this new ale is strong.
100 lives
I think I'm going blind.
promised my love as she lay dying. A Danish arrow in her breast. 100 lives for hers. But there is one who has not been laid low. Let me see to that.
Murderer! Reaver! Death to all Danes!
Even sickened, I'm more than your equal.
You will die as my Chiro did!
It won't be me that dies today.
You died to a Danish arrow? I'm gonna make sure you die the same way. You're insanely cool.
God,
Very...
my head. I'll grant you the long peace of the grave! You will die as my Chiro did!
It won't be me that dies today. Heart is brave with music, and poison them like a spider. Grief sick or no, the world is better without him in it.
All right, well. As reasons for murderous rampages go, that's not the worst I've ever heard. Regan, in case you cool down and come by, a tavern's closed for now. A stranger paid me a good sum to make myself scarce. Hey, I was going to ask questions. We're going to tell him you have a key. Though he did seem keen on privacy, so I thought it best to lie. Should you happen to turn before I get back, trying to make a scene? Was that the first group he killed? I don't, because I haven't seen any other bodies lying around. Alright, the very last thing we gotta do. Only one final anomaly remains here on the island of White. But yes, and the students, some of the students would be scared. We'd turn off the lights in the hallway leading to it. We'd dress up. I would take like the doors off the hinges and put black curtains in front of them of like the closet, so we could have people hiding in closets that would leap out in pitch black rooms. It was pretty spooky. I was very proud of that. I did that for a few years. And one of my proudest moments is I made one of the teacher assistants, a good friend of mine, fully pee her pants. Luckily it was Halloween, she had to change of clothes, but it was very fun. And I always did it on a budget, which was always great. This is absolutely going to lead across those ruins to that tower. And I guess I was supposed to do these earlier because Basim talking about, oh, these are my things. And he talked about the mad one with Alethea. That kind of, I guess, gives away the game. Holy hell. Like waves of energy. That is terrifying. Alright, the question is... Didn't jump soon enough. That's my bad. When is the next wave coming? How long apart are these waves? I see the red light building up. There it is. I got that one. Screw you. Huh. Can I not jump off that one? You know, I'll try it one more time, but... Yeah, I don't think I can jump off that. I mean, I think I have to go that far. I don't think I can make it from here. Like, I don't think I can make that jump. Yeah, so I gotta be climbing up here. This has gotta be the right way. I'm just mashing X at this point. And nothing... Holding X didn't work, mashing X didn't work. I jumped once and I don't know why. Maybe do I have to lean back? I'm just gonna mash every button now because I have no clue. That time it worked, but way too soon. Alright, let's try it again. Wait a few seconds. Now we're gonna mash every button. Alright, we're gonna have to wait one extra second. Now we're gonna do it. Nope. I think we gotta start matching at the very last second. This is so dumb. Awesome! Yeah! Oh, that's so great! That's so much fun! The very last second, mash. Oh, thank Christ. right, climb. I like that it's incorporating both the real environment and the anomalous environment. I think that is cool. I guess that's just that one area really bugged me. Okay, and then from here... Okay. So now when I get up there... right now. Yeah, let's try this. That should do it now. Hell yeah. Alright, so this is all going to be about moving through the central area in between this thing. So let's wait for it to go back up, and then we're going to follow it up. I probably could have made that to the next one. Then once I'm up above the halfway point, I'm going to wait for it to be below me.
Enough. The time is now. The cataclysm is upon us. The Mad One has gathered his perfect control. Remember the calculations. You must act with precision. Every small step must be accounted for. I'll remember. They are burned into my brain. How long till your rebirth? A long time, love. You must wait in your endless present, and I will sail the black sea of non-being. But if all goes well, I'll find you again, on the far side of our doom. We'll be together, again.
So this was all part of Basim's plan, including getting trapped in the machine? Is that what I'm understanding right here? If so, that's insane, right? Althea being trapped in the staff. Him being trapped in a state of non-being inside a crumbling Yggdrasil machine.
And here, the fragment of an ancient memory.
That's... We've completed it now, though. And that's Loki. And the Isu. And there's Javi, aka Odin. And Tyr. The Yggdrasil machine is on there.
Let it flow.
So this is a lot like an Animus. That's why Basim said it's a lot like Animus technology.
From the life tree we go. To the life tree we shall one day return.
This is what they were talking about with them being reborn in future generations. We're actually seeing it now. Odin being reborn in a future generation.
None may follow. Loki least of all. It is done. Now, to face our end.
Those look a lot like the Sword Excalibur.
You made one on the far side of our doom.
So he's not the man. And Loki injecting himself into the DNA stream of the future. Completionist all the way. Complete all territories. Yeah, I got everything that I need. Right, because every territory is now 100%. So I'm gonna have to rewatch all that shit.
Eivor, you come at Guthrum's call. It is good to see you.
And you, Soma. There's an uneasy peace here. Both armies with their hackles up. Was blood spilled?
No, we took Wareham without resistance. These Saxons accompany their lord as we stand beside Guthrum.
So this fort is not the sum of his ambitions. Guthrum's plan is to bring the Saxons to the table.
If he can win the peace without a fight, he will do so.
And how likely is that?
Just now they sit on their thumbs in the church, talking in circles.
Who's Guthrum meeting here? Is it Alfred?
That's right. The king of the West Saxons has agreed to negotiate. Seems we have him on the back foot.
Guthrum should be careful. Alfred speaks with Loki's tongue.
Guthrum is not a babe at teat, Eivor.
Nor is Alfred. If he has come, it is for his own advantage.
Then give us counsel. Stand by Guthrum, show our strength. The king of Hayseeds will soon be humbled, trust me.
We took this town as if it were a straw hall. Do not challenge me, Elf King.
Your show of swagger and strength has my attention, Guthrum. But we agreed on terms. What more do you want?
The crown of Wessex.
Wessex has a king, and that king has the backing of the Almighty. Yours is a fever dream, Dane.
Guthrum does not negotiate with oathbreakers. Men whose words are only shadows of their thoughts.
Ah, Eivor. Our blunted tool returns, Lord.
I have given you all I care to. A Danegeld to leave Wareham. You swore an oath upon the cross, and that pagan hammer.
And when you scurry back to whatever shit-soaked hovel you crawled from, we will release your men.
Speak again, handmaid, and I will feed your tongue to Eivor's raven.
A fair trade. We already have your cock.
Are we done with this pissing contest?
Ooh.
If Guthrum has given you his word, then he will honor it. We will leave this town.
You have 1 day. Do not test the king's patience further, or our men will return to Wareham with force.
And if you doubt my conviction, know that the Avon River near Uffentune runs red with the blood of your countrymen. Their commander, what did his men cry as he fell? Ula? Uba? Yes, that was it. Remember, you have taken my silver. In return, I expect your honor. I will await news of your retreat in Chippenham.
Uber dead? It cannot be. Gods, I will tear that Saxon's skin from his bones if this is true.
Alfred hisses with a snake tongue, but he gains nothing from this lie.
When news of this spreads through the camp, no Saxon will survive the day.
You swore upon the cross.
Oh, I have no intention of cowing to that milk sack. Now more than ever, I will take his throne and his...
In Winchester, Alfred used me as a tool and cast me aside. So let the betrayer be betrayed. We'll burn this village to the ground. After that, we take care of Alfred.
Prophecies of the King.
Burn Wareham to the ground! Bring your Saxon pyre! Hey! They are sent to Valhalla! Leave nothing stand! On the right! Leave nothing standing!
Are these guys just dropping dead once I defeat them?
No! Out! Out!
All right.
Shit! Shit!
And that.
Ah! That burns!
Am I out of arrows, damn it?
Time to fight! I'll take you! Let vengeance steer your swords! Jesus Christ, help me stand against the filthy heathen threat! Your gun! Fire and flame!
Yes, sir.
Burn it all! Let vengeance steer your swords!
All good. Thanks for the follow. Same to you.
It's too late, little man.
Their prayers go unanswered this day. We should find Soma.
All right. Soma, what's up? Yeah, the range on this is insane.
We have this!
He just ran through two of them. Love it. And you just dropped dead? I somehow stabbed his head off?
This place is routed, Soma.
Good work. We leave now. There are forest ruins just east of here, along the road. Come on!
Oh, I forgot to go check out the burial place of Ragnar Lothbrok, didn't I? And if so that means two of his sons are dead. Ragnar, Ragnarsson, Uba, and Ivar.
Saxons ahead! Throw the dog on strike! Where's your king now, Saxons? Cowering mouse!
All that remains is the pikeman.
Keep at the knee.
His blood soaked soil! Every soul we meet sent to their god. Let us keep moving.
Just go along the way and kill everyone.
All Saxons, draw your weapons!
The ruins are close! Keep moving!
Patience! Where's your king now, Saxons? Cowering like a mouse!
Every Saxon is eager to meet their maker!
Kill them from behind me. All right. We gotta find out if Uba's dead.
We
That's
can rest
our
here a
goal
moment. Now, tell me what you know of that breaker of rings. Weak and wretched troll.
Alfred is a wily fox. He appears frail, but draws upon an inner strength. He will not be easy to oust.
Fury will fuel my army and my claim.
It will not be enough. You must find a weakness.
Yes, that is why I called you here. Do you balk at the opportunity to bury the Saxon king?
I must first hear a plan to balk at.
Alfred spoke of Chippenham, a squat hovel of sheep and peasants.
So why does he go there, and not to Winchester? Your scouts must know. They're the best in England.
A holiday feast, their Saxon Christ Mass. Alfred will warm his heels by the fire, while Uba lies cold in an English field.
I've called upon my allies to join us in this fight, but I must know where to send them. Is Chippenham our final prize?
It is. But I will need my men for the coming fight as well. The hostages Alfred took. If there is a chance to save them.
We will not lose more friends today. Where are they held?
A place further ahead through this forest. They call it Hampton Blockade.
Didn't I already
Soma,
free all the
ride
men?
north to the Thames and lead my allies south. They should be gathered by now.
I will.
Gather on the river passing Chippenham. The rest of you set up camp there. I called you Raven Feeder once. At Porchester, you were as hot-headed as Thor. You have become a true leader,
I'm now the Jarl of
There's much to
Ravensthorpe.
come, Guthrum, before we can rest with mead in our hands and songs in our ears.
I will crush Alfred's skull with my bare hands if Uba is dead.
Oh, I've absolutely cleared the Hampton Blockade.
Well on this, even if it's true. If you want the throne, only strategy will deliver it.
Or bloody wrath will steal it. I will follow this Alfred, hound his heels. Revenge burns within me.
A wise man once told me, we do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift.
You turn my words against me now, Wolf-Kissed.
I took them too hard in my darkest times, my friend.
And Sigurd? He is back with you?
My brother's story is a long one, and for another time. Ridding the land of a strong ruler will make Wessex harder to tame.
You almost sound like you respect him, Eivor.
I've come to understand the trials of leadership, Guthrum. It is hard not to, when you cradle something as fragile as life within your hands.
There we go. Yeah, oh yeah, I broke the chain there to get south. I cleared this whole area.
There. This is the blockade. The hostages must be in these buildings. What is your plan?
We can tread quietly so as not to alert the guards. But I can raid this place in moments with my crew. The guards here are vigilant. Can you see your men?
No, but we must keep looking. I had to hand them over. Alfred demanded it.
We'll save them, Guthrum. Stay calm.
Do you think he kept his word?
Oh, it's the new shield that's there. Swap to the Iron Hair Yarbow for a sec.
Cannot say for certain. Just hope we find them soon. Enough skulking!
These Saxons do not deserve compassion. I will wash my blade in their blood.
Dead!
Alright, good. So I'll switch back to my Predator bow. Good. Oh, they're right. There was a basement in this place when I raided it that I could not get access to. Ha ha! That, you know what? That explains it. That explains it. What are those men across the river doing there?
Are you Guthrum's men?
Aye. Free us and we will fight by your side.
Ah, my friend. You have my thanks.
Every Saxon who spat at me will die.
You will have your chance, but don't be foolhardy. Let your steps take you far from here to a camp near Chippenham.
Got him.
Ah, friend. You have my
Go to the camp near Chippenham. Find your countrymen there.
Good. We'll pay back the Saxons for the insults they heaped on us.
Guthrum, some of your men.
We will not be feasting in Odin's hall tonight, boys.
Thank you,
Are you getting up? Yeah, you good.
I need no thanks, Guthrum. Let us speak more when we are safely away.
I believe that's everyone in this camp. Good. And I don't have to worry about treasure because I've already thoroughly cleared this camp of treasure. I didn't see Uba in there, which is a shame. Where on the map did they say Uba was? Up here, right? At Ufentun?
We're safe here. Let us speak, Guthrum. You should join your people at the camp. Even a surprise takes preparation.
Your bravery, your leadership, Eivor. You wear it well. You have grown much since last we spoke.
I've grown into
You judged me
leadership.
fairly, Guthrum.
Being number
Harsh,
2.
though your words were. But I do not make the same mistake twice.
How is your brother, Sigurd?
He lives, a changed man. But he is free of full case torment. That at least was a deed well done.
Will this all be worth it in the end? Everything we have done? Everything we have sacrificed to win this land? Sometimes I dream of soothed black furrowed earth. And blood seeping from seedlings, poisoning our future.
We must believe our way of life will survive. Our fates are woven, but our deeds forge our destiny.
And so to our final battle.
good. There is the man.
All right.
Look here. This.
Maya, we must speak.
Is there anything on the map left? You know what? I'm gonna quickly grab this.
Needs my attention. I will meet you at the camp.
There's 0 left, so let's and if Uba lives, I'll be able to point him to the resting spot of his father.
Best of Aventure. I fear the worst, but I must know.
So, west of Uventun. Fine, my guy. There we go.
This pit. It fits the description in the letter about Ragnar Lothbrok. There is the cage that held him.
Okay.
Site abandoned, as if used once for a ritual, and never again. Here. This is the place where Ragnar Lothbrok met his end. He must have been naked and bloodied, every drop draining into the pit. This supreme Drengur of all men, now King Ayla's prize.
I have seen this day 1,000 times. Baldur keeps a cup of mead for me. I welcome my entry into the land of champions.
Mocked, ridiculed, humiliated. His honor did not budge. Dragged by cowards, thrown to snakes. They were more afraid than him.
I face death with a thirst on my lips. My reputation cannot be unwritten. Inscribed on the hearts of those who fought beside me.
Set upon by venomous snakes, he stood and spoke with honor and spine for all who live their lives for glory alone.
Oh, how the young pigs would grunt if they knew how this old boar suffered. You will meet them, Ale.
He has snakes all over his body, holding a knife.
Come.
His men came too late to save him. Those who fought for him, they loved him dearly. Their oaths unbreakable. I have sent your Drengir to meet you, great king. You will be with them once again. There, where he fell, something glints in the soil. There's something in this pit. Something left behind.
Alright, we'll find
Ragnar's dagger. A fine sea axe of Damascus steel.
All right, I got the dagger he fought the snakes with. That's kind of cool. That's pretty neat. All right. The Afon blockade, I think they said, right? This is the fastest, closest point to it. So let's hop on here. Check this out.
Let's go.
I've already killed everyone at this blockade as well.
Sail! Catch the wind!
Because once I just went down this river before I did Winchester to clear it out for fun. Yeah, you know what? In honor of Uba, if he's not there, let's do a raid. Your range can't beat me.
Come on!
Our Scotch Porchich and Uba will be attempting a surprise on the Afon River. Be ready, do not spare enemies. Considered a criminal for trying in this trying war with the Danish. Signed, Reeve Goodwin. Goodwin, I liked you. I freed you from prison, Goodwin. Destroyed the chain.
Go, my eyes.
I mean, like, I'm not seeing anything of interest here. Right? No bodies, no sign of battle. It's fast travel to here. Let's check. It was Aphon it was called? Is Uba really dead? Should be around there. I just see a map. I'm not seeing anything on the map. It looks like they're somewhere around here, maybe a little bit south.
Nearing the Avon River at Aventune. This was where Alfred said the battle with Upa took place.
And there you go. I'm seeing dead people.
So Alfred
Holy shit.
May you join your brother, old friend, wherever he found his final peace. Rest well,
damn,
my friend.
Lord Oda, you are to attack the Danes docked near Ufentun. I mean, I'm seeing some dead Danes around, so... Or dead, Saxons. Not much, but a few. Uba was a friend. I liked Uba. I'm going to kill the king. At the very least, I'm going to kill Goodwin. Yeah. Well, that hurts. I liked Uba. I really liked Uba. I'm going to kill him with Excalibur, the Sword of Kings. There's an AK. A lot of people.
We owe Eivor a lot, my love.
I know. This last affray, I hope the debt will be cleared. I long to return home to our own warm hearth.
There you are, Eivor.
Luvina and here.
Lufina, my old friend. And I see you have convinced your husband to stumble southwards.
I couldn't let her carve all the glory for herself. Luvina was just boasting of her heroics in Sussex.
She took the fort single-handed, while the rest of us sat back and sipped mead. You should have seen her.
I have come to make sure my warrior wife's enthusiasm for battle does not get her slaughtered.
Have you ever met a woman less in need of a guardian than me, Eivor?
You will have one nonetheless.
Tefter.
I gave you my word.
Hey,
Besides,
Tefter.
Alfred's faith is strict and he has no love for pagans.
You have changed much from that god-whipped boy.
I was always him, but my faith was like a veil. I am glad you helped me lift it.
And now another education.
I am all aquiver with anticipation.
I do like Tefter.
Eivor! It's good to see you.
Erke and Stowe. I released you from your debt, and yet you came.
London is quiet enough, and Stowe here felt the sharp stab of conscience.
Could not let you down, Eivor. It's not what an honorable man...
And you, brother. I did not think...
I have seen to my brother. Sent him to Valhalla with grave goods. I am done with sorrow.
Ah, Finir. You have come far at my call, old friend.
I've done all I can to help King Oswald find his feet.
Yeah, that's right. Finir helped
Stand here in
Oswald.
good hands.
You do not plan to return?
No. When I heard of a mighty warrior in the west who brings terror to the Saxons, I came to join you, if you'll have me.
Once we have seen to Alfred, we will raise a horn. Not as allies, but as companions.
If drinking and feasting be in my future, I will follow you to hell.
He was a drunk, that's right. Is that the Elderman?
Deolav, you've come again.
I have, but this does not...
I come only...
Innocents will die for your ambitions.
So long as I do not lose your friendship.
Your oath will be fulfilled.
Gidrich, after Rochester, I was not sure you would come.
I've chosen my side. It would sooner bet a hog than allow Alfred to pillage the land alone.
Guthrum will trample Alfred's ambitions like weeds in the dirt.
Perhaps I shall one day sit upon the throne of all England. King Gidrich, the drunken ass.
I'll raise a cup to that.
You soft-cheeked Anglo boys. Have you brought your mothers? Look, you Saxon bedwetters. Here is a real warrior.
Billy, what tales are you weaving for these soft-down Saxons?
Eivor, you know I will take your childhood.
Wait, is that what's his name on the right?
Good. I would
Ha! Such
There's
fiendish ribaldry between you two. You laugh in the face of fear. Tweak old man deaths.
I will do my mother and
You
my
better-
lord proud today, Eivor.
Yeah.
Lord knows, I've not
Yeah,
been
the kid
best
who ran
of
away
sons.
when he found
Good
out
to
that
see your spirits high.
his sister was
Fight
his
well,
mom.
my friends, and we'll...
You soft-cheeked Anglo boys. Have you brought your mothers with you?
My mother is worth 10 of your men.
I do not doubt it. I have seen those strong Saxon heads.
Eivor, you made it unscathed.
They came from all over England.
I never thought it possible, Eivor, that you would rally Saxons and Norse under your black-feathered banner.
They see the tyranny of this elf king. He would crush them all under heel.
So what is the plan, Eivor?
When is their feast day?
A few nights from now, but their revelry has already...
That is unwise. Soldiers pace the paths of the village.
Then the night of the feast, under cover of darkness. That
Ubba will not have died in vain.
We await your instructions, Eivor.
Let us plan our approach. But whatever happens, Alfred is mine.
They are not expecting us. We should not meet much resistance on the...
Then quietly through the fields. It will already be too late once they see it.
Your young Saxons can be our eyes to the west. Better to keep their soft hands away from the conflict.
My scouts reported that a few nobles have arrived for the festivities all...
Good. If we capture the Thanes, there will be no danger when I confront Alfred.
And we could persuade them to support a new king of Wessex. I will subdue the lords.
Take Deolaf and Tefta with you. They could prove useful in convincing the Thanes.
That's true. Two Thanes.
Take Etke and Stowe and capture the garrison. Make quick work of any Saxons that dare cross into the village.
Gladly, Eivor.
We each know our parts. May they blunt their swords against our might.
Chippahatten.
Tonight, Wessex's last resistance will crumble.
I follow you, Eivor.
And I.
Be ravening wolves and croaking ravens. Stand firm, your axe arms strong, and together, we will win this final battle. And remember, Alfred is mine. Soma.
Let me re-equip my cloak. Ooh, do I want to like enter like a battle-weary demon?
Everyone else, go quickly to the village. Advance! Be on the lookout for any stray guards. Lufina, Hjor, keep a strong flank. Get to the village and wait for my signal. If they see me, this will get messy. Let's smoke the rat out of his guard's house. Alfred! Face me, and I will spare the last of Wessex my torch!
Did you think my king would turn his back on you, Eivor? When your knife is smeared with the blood of Wareham?
Stand aside, Goodwin. I come for Alfred.
Alfred is long gone. And this good Christian feast, a cup of honey wine, to trap some wasps.
Where is he?
Calling his allies to his side. All those who wish to see Wessex under one cannot win England with your sorry crew of deluded farmers and godless fool.
At least I wouldn't leave them to die as I scurried through the corn husks like a rat.
You have no understanding of duty, the loyalty I freely give. His plan for England, for the world, is worth the cost of my life.
Then sing your tuneless hymn.
Come, Raven Feeder. I have no fear of death, for this battle is only the beginning.
Only darkness will come to claim you. You are beaten, Goodwin.
Beaten? No.
Alfred used you, fool. He threw you in my path. For what? He only delays what is inevitable.
Kill me then. It makes no odds. For here you stand, bloody and breathless. No, this island will never be your home, Eivor. You will not subdue her with vicious force, or win her with cocksure words. We Saxons will always stand firm, shoulder by shoulder against thieves and tyrants, whose envious eyes fall upon
I have
England.
Saxons on my side.
No. I will use you as you used me. A few hours in the company of my men, and you will lead us to your sparrow.
That I cannot allow.
The men of Wessex! They came from every house and hovel!
Soma, fall back!
For life!
Soma.
For glory!
Soma!
For Valhalla!
No! Watch for my lead!
Poison.
I need you fighting with the rest! These men will not surrender!
Huh?
I will find a way in!
Regret this unholy interruption? Leave me be! I'm no threat to you!
I need to see if Broder is taking the garrison.
Did you see Alfred?
No. Your Saxon boys were ambushed. One day easy.
Hold these men back! I'll find them. Go away! They will better us.
Not Hunold.
Gunwald! Come, get up! This is no time for weep wailing!
I cannot. And there is a blackness closing in around my eyes.
Oh, I like Hunold though.
Hunwald, listen to me. You survived the Battle of Bottleston. Do not let this scratch best you now.
I'm so cold.
You will warm yourself with me.
Perhaps not, Eivor. It may be I will sit beside my father's.
He will pull you to his breast. Sob
Is
bright
it
words
his,
of
he
welcome
dating Sparrow?
until you no man ever had a worthier son.
I am glad to have known you, Eivor. My true.
That was not. I need to see if Broder has taken the garrison.
So, they've killed Hunwald, who was a member of my community. They killed Soma, who was my first ally.
For your sins, the Lord is my strength.
hell?
I will find a way to open the gates from the inside. Time to die! Christ mercy! Focus, we have this!
Well, I am getting...
Die! We have the advantage! Grab me! God damn you! We want it to get back! Your last! You come here! I'll have your head! Now!
Here we go. Once I start poisoning, I keep poisoning.
Come brothers, let's end this! Ha! Interesting move!
Oh, there's just endless.
There's most of them. Make sure the gun. That is most of them. Make sure the garrison stays under our control. I need to help the others.
Alright, they've all disappeared. Okay. Why is there a key just up there in the sky? I mean, I found the key. Yeah, screw it. Just a small chest. I'm livid. I thought this was going to be the final mission, the final push. The whole thing is we didn't want to ambush the homes because we didn't want to hurt innocent people, and they used that against us.
They're weakened! Let us finish this! No, you clean God damn you! Raven! And the Raven clan! Fear got your belly, dog. The Lord will see us prevail!
protects us on his day of feasts! You will not thrust us into no position of this Christ Mass! When these things defy our God King!
Oh shit! The fire!
Stand true! God protects us on his day of feasts!
Not with me, brother! The last of the Saxons are fleeing! The battle is won! That's it! They're fleeing!
Tend to the wounded and gather in the square!
I'm livid. I mean, I'm legit annoyed. We didn't even confirm he was here first.
They are routed! The city is ours!
Good from Jarl. We're not with...
Their king is fled! His patsy struck down!
Good from, hear me.
Soma? Dead? She has gone to the endless...
Many fought for us and died.
Are you ready to honor it?
I must speak to those still living. It is done, Brodir.
I saw him, Eivor. In my darkest moment, Brodir stood beside me. And all was as it used to be, and then the battle ended.
There will be other battles.
Aye. And there you'll find me, Eivor. In amongst the blood and death. Brodir at my shoulder. Until the Valkyries claim me.
You have given me more than I would ever have asked.
Keep him in your thoughts.
Lufina. Gods, I did not know.
Hush. What good can words do, Eivor? For what days I was given to spend with you. No more. Goodbye, my only.
Oh, God. Fjord, I mean, I could have done this on my own.
Your first battle, Ellery.
Is this the glory you deign seek? You can keep it. I saw Hunwald die.
You will never be the same.
I have wasted so much time in pouting like a child. No more, Eivor.
Do you think there will come a day when winning will not be enough?
Well, you can always fight with me if you want to taste crushing and loin-soiling defeat.
My very presence would make that impossible.
Enjoy this victory.
You're not in.
Bruises, that is all.
And what of my heat?
I used to believe in damnation for all who turn.
Even though your gods...
And we shall do that, Christians and pagans, side by side.
Your Christ...
Your fray...
My thanks, though.
And still it breaks my heart to look upon what we've done to...
If Alfred had his way, there would never be friendship between Norse and Saxon.
I wish I could.
Okay.
Stowe is taking matters hard.
A man of faith. And
his support for you has taxed him hard. I will take him back.
You are his comfort, Erke. Not the city.
My heart is heavy.
We lost
Many fought for us.
Are you ready?
Yes. There's nothing more to say.
Time to send our friends to their great reward. Will you do the honors?
Nothing awaits them. They lived, they died, and now their bodies will burn to cinders. Their saga ends here.
Well, do not share that with them.
Victory is ours. But it came at a great cost. Soma Jarlskona, who stood at Guthrum's right hand. She will live on in our memories, from now to the end of days. And to Hjor, warrior, husband, and a friend, he made the ultimate sacrifice. I here repay it.
And those are
And
just
to
other
whom
assaulted men.
whose kind heart has now led him to his father's side. May his God welcome him with open arms. Let us send them on their way. All our beloved dead, our fallen warriors, and speed them to their end.
Man, that's a bummer. I mean, like, it's at the end of the game. It should be power fantasy time. This should have been, like, the halfway point of the game when you lose a bunch of allies. Which we did. We have lost allies before. In battles. I think it should be a return to form, and this should be...
When the Reeve died, did he take comfort in knowing he would soon see his god?
He was strangely peaceful in the end, as if death meant nothing.
We stumble through our years, ravenous, grasping, spilling blood. This life is never enough. Would it not suit you to know there is something beyond all this?
I think the afterlife men hope for is only a reflection of their regret in this life. All I wish for now is to live among the friends I've made.
Alfred made me swear fealty upon the cross of their god's son. It burned between my fingers, as if I had pulled it from the fire. I have not felt its like.
What will you do now?
Whatever I must do.
I should return to Swanborough and tell her of Hunwald's fate. Better the news comes from me than a stranger.
Swanborough, that was it. Alright, and when I was told when I returned to Ravensthorpe, things would not be the same. Let's see how they've differed. If Alfred attacked Ravensthorpe, I think I'm livid. I think I'm going to be livid. I mean, looks pretty much the same.
That it?
I'm gonna stick with the EC1.
Don't be a stranger.
Eivor?
Swanborough.
No.
I am sorry.
Oh! My own one.
He fought bravely and turned the tide.
Oh, gods. I know he would have fainted to hear such praise from your lips.
He walks among warriors.
Yes. The lucky...
I know words are poor salve for a wounded heart. I will leave you to mourn, and know that we are here for you. Always.
He should not have been there. Let's be real. Hunwald, awesome guy, awesome kid, like his story, should not have been there. Hamptonshire is ours now, though. We have the Lord of Hamptonshire. I'm not feeling as.
May I see you?
There you go. Feeling a bit more wild.
Nothing more? Until next time, Eivor.
Hey, my boy.
There you are. I have something for you. A message.
Something for me. What is it?
A letter requesting your presence in the southwest. A village called Athelney.
Nothing strange about a summons for me?
It is not the recipient I find strange. It is the sender.
Ah, we finally gonna learn about the poor fellow soldier.
Poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Our mysterious.
And we'll finally learn the father.
For a short time, I hoped it might be Basim feeding us the names of these targets. He seemed the most like.
Only one way to discover the truth.
Order of the Ancients all but destroyed by your work. One of the Grand Magister. Contemptible order, should you wish.
Good day.
Hamptonshire has fallen, and with it the kingdom of Wessex.
Rest then.
On the backs of so many.
Pacified all of England.
I should go.
I really hope I can. Yeah, we're gonna beat the crap out of the king just like this. A long-lasting buff to your stats, plus 3 range damage, plus 50 health, plus 3 armor, plus assassination. Good. Haven't feast. You know what? I'll feast once I win. I know it's counterintuitive because then I will be backtracking the buffs. But I'm legit kind of annoyed Hoodwall died. He should not have been here.
Can't have too many.
Another scroll of knowledge, thank you.
This would suit you, I think. Always up.
So I think they just recharge after a set amount of time. Okay.
A moment of your time.
Eivor, good to see you.
What's wrong?
Bridget and I were thinking.
You want to be married?
Yes.
Yes, I imagined. Gunnar, to see you so happy has been a pleasure.
I'll be honest, Eivor. I came here with a lot of you, because nothing and no one kept me back there. And Bridget too. From all she said, she's better off here than with those she calls kin. Just a couple of foundlings.
Then let's not bother with tradition. About you and Bridget.
The sooner I can make her my wife.
Enough waiting.
Wonderful. Shall
gather your wife and your courage. I will bring the people together.
This is fun. I like Gunnar, and that was a solid mission. Valka, Tove, Sigurd, Petra, Randvi. See a lot there.
I am honored to stand before you, Gunnar, Bridget, on this bountiful day. To celebrate the strength of your bond and to see you wed. I am in witness of a love that inspires and empowers. I invite you now to speak your vows.
Fun fact, I am actually ordained. I got to marry two of my friends.
To you, my darling.
To each other, not to me.
I offer this blade, forged in flame, a blade as sharp as your wit, as glinting as your beauty. May it sing.
He's not
through
the most
air
eloquent.
As sweetly as your voice meets my ears.
Dio, sid vi det karit sig gunnar. Whenever I'm luckiest, would be the door to heat to ang hariat.
And I, you, I give...
Heed vi the perdoidio am future and heen. At the sort
Future?
tawaloch and hope. A
In hope?
premonition. On the mount of scrying a foresight, paratoivi is sweeping adventure meeting tea.
It's an adventure meeting you.
Tiur enaid vel demarall. A deen as strong apuratiki.
No one knows. No one has a clue.
Such poetry. Oh.
Let us head van Evan Gilith, Traboid and beyond.
I offer you this ring. And take yours in kind. I will wear it with pride and honor. Warmed by the love of so perfect a lady.
And I gwisk of a Valcalon, adoration of feed and bith.
Adoration, I got that word.
This is the greatest.
With our couple now bonded in matrimony, now we drink.
Nope, let's move a little closer, a little further down. That's good.
Volker, I want to thank you for all you've done, for my visions have lessened of late, and I find it hard to explain how different I feel. Grounded, unified, at peace.
That is good to hear, Eivor. Very good to hear.
It is a strange feeling, brother. Weddings are the beginning of something, but this feels like something of an end.
The first happy union in our home. We have matured into something greater. So yes, a beginning and an end, I think.
Those just my... That's my, my Joms Viking.
You've been among us for quite some time, Redda. Are you ready to settle?
For a year or two, perhaps. But I am not the settling kind. I am a wanderer, always searching, never finding.
Well, see, we know Reda knew Bayek. And Cassandra. So Reda's immortal. Reda's going to be in the final Assassin's Creed game.
Something like this?
Like this in all the most important ways. There are smiles, cheers, and warm embraces. All that is needed, I think.
Alvis, I'm surprised you did not serenade the bride and groom with a verse or two.
Oh, I wished to, I did. But all that came to me were insults and jibes.
Apples.
Gunnar, you old trout. You're a married man. Never thought I would see the day.
Nor did I. And not for lack of trying.
Richard, I gift you a formal welcome to our clan and our family. You are a fine addition to Gunnar's life and to ours.
Diolch, Eivor. I couldn't be more happy to be ma.
Thanks,
Eivor.
Eivor.
Hope you well and it keeps me sure that years.
Yes?
Couldn't be
of course,
more happy.
As I say, it is wonderful to have you.
That's the woman who loved Soma. That's the boat woman.
Randvi, so you look...
How nice.
I am. I never thought I would see gruff old Gunnar so enraptured by a woman.
Enraptured by anything, for that matter. He's a hard one to read. After everything, a few days of feasting will do the people's...
I do.
Will you walk with me?
Anywhere.
Something has been on my mind for some time. I am no seer, but I foresaw this day long ago. Not Gunnar's marriage, but our situation. Our success.
How do you mean our success?
I mean to say that I saw our settlement flourishing, through our victories in war and in diplomacy. And from the day we set out from Norway, I knew that you would make a fitter leader than Sigurd. It was never in his character to lead. It was always within yours.
I see.
Do you?
You might have warned me.
You would not have listened.
Fair.
I do hope you see it now, in all that you have done for us.
Randvi, you and the people here have done more for me than I could ever repay. I am honored by your faith in me, and your confidence.
As I am honored by your friendship.
And I by yours.
Eivor, I want you to know that Sigurd and I are... We are severing the bonds of our marriage. We share a love that is steadfast, and I have faith it will forever be so. But it is not the love of a wife and her husband. It was not an easy decision, but after we talked with honesty,
I hope so.
I am pleased for myself. Sigurd's desires are bigger than any man or woman can offer. He longs for something more.
What about you?
I have all I need right here. With you. With our people.
You are my truest friend, Rand.
I give you my word that it will always be so.
Yeah.
I'm happiest by your side, and in your company. Shall we find our way back to the wedding? Bridget might give another speech. We must not miss that.
About that, I have not understood a single word of hers since Gloucestershire.
Really? I find she speaks beautifully. With poetry, even.
Are you kidding?
Am I? Come, we should go...
Alright, let my people celebrate. I did get a few more fireflies. Apparently there are like 50-something fireflies wandering around this countryside. I don't think you get anything for it, but that's interesting. I could grow a giant firefly community here. Days and nights pass. There's Randvi. Okay, now I can fast travel. Let's do this. I think probably getting rid of the father will be the final quest. Should have done this fine. Have I met this poor fellow soldier of Christ before, is the question. You know what, before I do this, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to quickly use the restroom, grab a water, and I will be right back. All right, we're back. Let's meet this woman. Is that a pizza oven over there? Brick pizza oven? Is my fellow poor soldier of Christ this mysterious woman eating bread, or that
All
pizza
right
chef?
there? Yes, hello. I do not mean to intrude, but I am looking for someone.
And who would that be then?
I do not know exactly.
Well, that'd be why you ain't found him. But you're free to pass the time just here if...
Thank you.
These are soul cakes, love. Do you know soul cakes?
I do, I enjoy them.
They're small
King Alfred?
things, size of a lumpy fist, so they'll bake fast. Keep your eyes sharp.
What?
And the butter, do I baste them?
No need, love. We'll leave the butter for meal time.
I look forward to it.
Right then. I'll leave you to this.
Can I just
If you need
impale
me,
him from
I'll be
behind right
doing
now?
the washing up next door.
Quite a step down from your former work, Lord.
As their guest, I volunteered to help with the daily chores. They offer me a bed. I tend the cakes.
Do they not feel strange giving orders to their king? Or do they know?
That knowledge would benefit no one.
I read your message. You went through a great deal of trouble to obscure yourself as this poor soldier of Christ. As I remember, you even sent yourself one of these letters in Winchester. A clever touch.
The Order wanted me dead. I had to be careful.
You said you knew nothing about the Order then. Pled ignorance. But you knew everything. Their names, their schemes.
Would you join me for a walk? You look well, Eivor.
I am. The wars have ended, and my settlement thrives.
The wars have not ended. You have simply stopped fighting. But men are brewing plots in mead halls and bedrooms. You will see.
And how are you, Alfred? Getting used to the idea of being unremarkable?
I am well. Better than I expected.
What about
In
his
this exile,
daughter
I
and his
found a
wife?
somewhat nourishing peace. Each morning I am awakened by the sun and growling cormorants. I bathe in the chilly water of the marsh. I eat from shrubs and drink from buckets. It is a good life. Simple. Blessed. I've never been so far west. I find it quite peaceful here. Calming.
I have traveled a long way to hear one name, Alfred. Who is the Order's Grand Magister?
Tell your shadowy friends that England is swept clean. Your work is done.
Him? That's how he knew
Grand
everyone?
Magister was not a title I desired. It passed to me on the death of my brother. From my father before him. Defilers of God's majesty and grandeur. I was their master, and I loathed them. With Goodwin, I set a plan in motion to destroy the Order from within. But my troubles with the Danes delayed that plan.
But your trouble with this Dane is what led to their demise.
You are Norse, are you not?
You have a good ear.
I owe you my thanks, Eivor. For that, I give you this. The key to my study. That you may better understand the good you have done. With the Order all but destroyed, you have made room for a greater idea. One to take its place.
So he did believe what he
divine
preached.
Order, inspired by God for the betterment of man.
With a poor fellow soldier at its head.
You have saved England. Whether or not that was your intent. Now let England save you.
England is no more, Lord. You are the last of her kings. And yet you have no kingdom.
Look around you. God's works are wondrous. They cannot be ignored, nor resisted. In time, all those who accept God will flourish, and all those who defy him will fall away. Should you remain in England, you too will one day be her subject.
Oh, bloody crumbs! The cakes are burnt. Where is that man? Young man, where have you gone?
That may have earned me a night of washing linens. I do not know if we shall meet again, Eivor. God willing we will. As one lord to another, perhaps. I'm coming, my lady. I'm here.
You know what? I kind of love it. Didn't see it coming. Because of him, a lot of my people are dead, so I kind of hate him. I mean, I forced him into this life when I won that battle.
Alfred gave me a key to unlock his study.
Disorder of the Ancients. Eliminate all targets.
Oh dear, look at them.
Alfred. Young Alfred was just 22 years old when the title of father passed to him from his brother, Aethelred, conferring the great responsibility that their father had introduced to the family. A devout Christians of the youth, Aethelred ranked in heathen, rankled at the heathenish beliefs of the Order. He now commanded and concocted a grand plan that would rid him of that responsibility once and for all. So he set about to destroy his own order by setting people in my path eventually. Particularly these three, right? Yeah, the Needle, the Firebrand, and the Adzi. No. And the Vault. He said these three in my way. He sent these three in my way. And these three. So he sent me 9. And technically he sent Folke in my path. So he sent 10 people in my path for me to kill. I kind of don't want to kill him now.
Was lost in thought.
No matter, just let him cool and we'll begin again.
Direct me and I will obey.
You know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate that ending for him. Oh man, I got so many of those damn things. I could turn in these amulets. The old minster in Winchester. Do I have any quests left? Return to Hytham and give him all of those, I guess, right? I guess I leave Alfred to his business. He's free of the Order because I killed the Order. We disagreed on a great deal. Poor Uba. Can I send some people here to clean up Uba's body? I know why fast travel's not available, but I guess. Yeah, I'm really curious though. What happened to his wife and daughter? No, his wife died. We knew that because the daughter was asking for the medallion that belonged to her. But did he just abandon the princess, his daughter? In my free time after this, I might be doing some black bear hunting to fill those hunting requests. But I guess aside from the 2 DLCs, we're done. Would Eivor be satisfied in just leading a peaceful life? I think by this point Eivor would. I think they would be satisfied living that peaceful lifestyle, having fought so hard. And all the leaders, Guthrum now runs Hamptonshire. I don't remember who runs Sussex. We did the Kingmaker mission in Essex, Oxenfordshire, Gloucestershire has Firthwith, whatever his name is. Rendershire no longer has Soma, so I don't know who's in charge there. But yeah, we have allies everywhere now. At an incredibly high cost. The lives of a lot of really characters that I really liked. Chelbert, Uba, definitely not Ivar, Soma, Grunwald, and Hjor. All dead. And Uba was set up the king, but he was not the king. The king was Chaelworth, right? Chaelwolf? Something like that might have been it. Who set up, who was the father of Chaelworth, who was killed by Ivar.
Get in there! God won't let us lose!
Strike with me!
Just leave me alone. I'm literally here just to raid your king's, your former king's
I should talk to Hytham.
Territory. No, it is not good. People are incredibly rude.
Hey, wait!
Fecit Dominus Nostra Sapiens Nugnus, Vide Collecta Supra in Terra Atheres, et Opus.
All right. So I've been in his chambers before when we met last.
This is it, Alfred's study. What secrets has he kept hidden away?
First things first, loot all the chests. Addison's letter to Charlemagne. Holy David, an urgent word from your Flaccus. When we last spoke, I warned you of the rot that I feared was eating your healthy, stilling flesh of our holy church. Today I'm more convinced than ever that something drastic can be done. I have lately confirmed that there exists a group of men and women within our church who belong to a parasitic order of heathens, men and women who wish for nothing less than a perversion of God's word. As lice upon the loyal hound, they scurry about unseen, using our resources for their purposes in opposition to our Savior's plan. In the past year, I have gleaned what I could. They call themselves the Order of the Ancients here, but a few of disturbing ideas. They believe that mankind was created not by God, but by lesser and imperfect gods, variously called Isu, Archons, or Nephilim in their various unholy texts. In this way, they follow the unholy heresies of the Gnostic sects that flourished in the years before the Nicene Creed. They refuse the message of Christ and his redemptive act of sacrifice. They believe in the sin of salvation and seek only knowledge and power. I don't know why I'm turning emperor. Which they believe will free the spirit in the final days. They believe mankind is a lesser form of life, imperfect in the shadow of these lesser gods, and that it is mankind's sole duty to aspire to the example of these lesser gods. Their obsession with these ancient ones has led them to make a fetish of diabolical artifacts, which they believe will give them the power and righteous cause of the fellow man. These devil's tools, I have not seen myself, but I have observed the effect most blasphemous of our beliefs. They God still walk the earth, or may return one day in resurrected form. Some they believe are continually reborn, like me. Others seem to appear once only and never again. Whether they believe the Lord Jesus Christ to be such a one, I have yet to determine. But their literature is still full of references to such being. All I know is that I urge swift and violent action, my lord. My lord, for the reach of this order is vast and their power insidious. Be thou a soldier for our Christ. Only a sustained campaign of eradication will end their advance. Heed my words with care and wisdom, noble Charlemagne, and may the Lord God guard thee, exalt thee, and make thee enter the glory of his blessed and everlasting vision. Your faithful servant, Lucin of Irfwick. That's Yervikshire. Now. A letter from Gudrun. King Alfred, your spies and merchants report a curious development. A faction of Norse recently joined the brothers Ivar and Uba in a decisive assault on Tamworth, disposing King Burgerhead and installing a foolish king's thane called Ceolwulf in his stead. In following these Norse back to their settlement, your men discovered the presence of a hidden one among the pagans who calls himself Hytham. He seems in rather good graces with the two chieftains of his clan, Sigurd Styrbjörnsson and Eivor Varinsdottir. I was a woman at the time, I guess. Yet, his motives remain unclear. Maybe we can put him to use of our own. Our poor fellow soldier of Christ has already sent word to the Order's activities to the luminaries of England's major cities. It may be a well-timed letter to Hytham, and his companions will speed along our plans considerably. So even, yeah.
Rantings and ravings, not unlike full-case delusions. Is there more to all this than I understand?
I awoke this morning thinking of Alucin's final letter to Charlemagne, written in fear that the order had corrupted all but his master. Then dead a week later, did Charlemagne know? Had the order corrupted him as well? Did he order the holy man's death, or did the great emperor not see this letter at all? Long ago I asked my father how this extraordinary document came into his possession. He had no answer for me. I feared the worst then, as I do now, because his father was a member of the order. Outwardly, Charlemagne was a pious defender of Christ's word. It seems possible to believe that he was under the sway of this corrupted cult, but the order is expert at hiding its motives. It has stooped to using the Christ's words and the holy book as a front for its blasphemous goals. Before and the appearance of piety is all too easy to manufacture. Hoist a Bible aloft on the steps of the church and claim divine inspiration. I must be vigilant against its villains. The Order of Ancients argues for a hierarchy that flies in the face of God's purpose. They view men and women as debased and corrupt, born of evil intent. If they worship men, they believe were their makers, akin to a hammer loving the nail. They cannot see outside their own hermetic system. They are not wrong to believe that there must be order in the world for peace to flourish, but they are wrong about the source of this order. Man is made in the image of God. God is the source of the universe's order. Therefore, man need only appeal to God for guidance. A strange irony. I am grateful for the Danes and their invasion of Northumbria. My title should have gone to Aela. Being dead, it fell to my brother and then to me. God's unlikely gift. I will use it to destroy that which I loathe so deeply about the sickening order and start afresh. Goodwin is with me, as are men on the continent. I will soon find others. Their order often bless their pagan creators. What they call the Father of Understanding, the Mother of Wisdom, the Sacred Voice, these are vile blasphemies. There is only one Father of Understanding. He is the Lord above. He is incarnate. Therefore, may the Father of Understanding be this and not else. The invisible hand that plucks harmony from the strings of the universe, nothing more, blah, blah, blah. Henceforth, I aim to improve the lot by harmonizing the average man with the order of the universe, to walk down the quiet road, to lead him to safe and sober thoughts, to quiet his mind and cool his impassioned heart. Be he God-fearing or godless, this new order will encompass all and seek to improve man by aligning his needs with the ebb and flow of nature itself. This is my hope. This is my vow. Amen. Alright. Well, you were a crazy bastard. A devout man, I admit, but and here we go. So the very last quest I have are the 2 DLCs. On my next stream, I'm going to do Ireland. Hopefully, I'll finish in 1 stream. It might take 2, though. I have no clue how big the DLCs are. It could be... I hope it's not more than 2 sessions of Ireland. I hope. I pray. Same with Francia.
Eivor, I want to thank you on behalf of myself and Bridget. Our wedding was the greatest day of my life, and it could never have gone so well without you.
Truly, Gunnar. It was my pleasure. I would like...
All my pieces are good, but that one's very good.
Check out daggers.
This will serve you well.
The weapon of Ragnar. The Gorgon shield is maxed out. Chance to poison your weapon on a parry.
That one's pretty good.
I upgraded a bunch of stuff. Because I had so much material, I went on like an upgrading spree.
I feel like
I wanted to see what it looked like when maxed out. Like this is the appearance. Let's see. I just added stuff on top. Okay.
I can get you that one easy.
Anything that has yet to reach its final appearance, I started upgrading.
Nothing else.
I will see.
All right. Let's hand in the last of my amulets then.
Here you are, Hytham. The last of the Order's sigils. You will find King Alfred's among them.
King Alfred? Did our poor fellow soldier lead you to his hiding place?
He did, for they were one and the same. Our poor fellow soldier of Christ was the Grand Magister of the Order of the Ancients.
He turned on his own order. Fascinating.
Not turned so much as trampled. His devotion to Christ and what he calls a universal order set him against them from the start. With all sincerity, he loathed the title and the duty he had inherited, and wished them destroyed.
Wonderful. With his abdication, the last stronghold of the Order has been dismantled. All that remain are scraps here and there. And you, Eivor. Now that you have seen our enemy and you understand our cause, I wonder if you would join us. Become a hidden one.
Was this your ultimate goal, Hytham? A trial by fire? It is a kind offer, but I do not believe we fight for quite the same cause. Your creed demands that you keep your triumphs hidden. I prefer my glory to—
If I taught you our creed, if you spent time with it, it could open your mind.
Another view is always welcome. But to live without celebrating one's glory and honor and achievements is not a life for me. But know this. I would give my life in a moment for those I love and who love me in return. All here. Including you, my friend.
I understand you well, Eivor. Very well in... Then go in peace.
Well, Hytham, you can now start the hidden ones up. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Begin rebuilding your order here. Now, I do believe Thor's cape, Thor's battle plate, Thor's helmet, Thor's gauntlets, and do I not have... Oh, Thor's breeches. There we go. This is the outfit of Thor. I gotta check this up because I was told when I was told to go to a certain cave looking for Excalibur, I was told one other thing. All right. Right, get in my boat. All of them facing me, so we're gonna go back here.
Yeah!
Do I not have the cat while I'm in? You know, it makes sense that the cat would not want to come on a multi-week voyage.
All sail!
There you go.
Sing us a song.
So what did I think about Assassin's Creed Valhalla? As a whole, I enjoyed it. As a whole, it's a good game. It's an enjoyable game. It was way too long. This took me nearly 2 months of consistent play to 100%. To do every mystery, every quest. I get most people will just power through the main story and do drops here and there of other stuff. I wanted to do the 100%, because that's what I did in Origins and Odyssey, and it was a lot. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Many people like games, and I get, that's the buzzword right now, the game as a service, but I think it was a little too much, and I get a lot of people say this style of games are artificially extending the game in order to give you more opportunities to entice you to spend money. And I get it. Even I did. I got one of my friends gave me a PlayStation card for Christmas, and I spent that on this to get my cool kitsune. And I probably would not have done that had I not had another 30, 40 something hours of this game to play when I did it. So way, way, way too long. But it wasn't a bad play. It's not the smoothest gameplay. It's not the cleanest of the Assassin's Creed games. I still think that honor goes... I still think the most fun, or the most interesting is Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. And I still think the most fun is 4 in terms of clean, fun gameplay. Of these 3 recent in the current mythos of AC, with Odyssey, Origins, and this one, it was probably the best of those 3. I loved Origins. I thought Origins was incredible. I thought Odyssey was pretty fun. I didn't care for this. This, I think, had the best, like, gear management mechanics. You just get gear and you can upgrade it. You don't have to worry about as exhaustive resource management as you did in those last 2 games. Which I appreciate. I think that is a cool... As thunder strikes. A hammer crackling with lightning. It's Meow Meow, baby. Worthy. Wield Mjolnir. So in one hand I wield the Spear of Odin, in the other the Hammer of Thor. Every hit has a chance to stun enemies. This hammer's made for stunning. There you go. right, there we go. All right, and with that, that's pretty cool looking, though. Both Isu weaponry we now know. Both items of the Isu.
The gods are smiling on us today, Eivor.
Yeah, I would say so. Well, guys, that's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for joining me. Join me next time when we do our DLC. I guess this was technically the finale. Ta-da! I'll probably have finale in the title, so if you're watching this on YouTube, you would know that. You would know it was the finale technically before I did within the context of this video. Who's a good puppy? Alright, guys. That's where I'm going to end. Playing with a puppy with Mjolnir and Gungnir at my side. You guys have an awesome day. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching this on Twitch, give me a follow. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. And if you do that, go to the other one and follow or like, comment, and subscribe. Help me out. Help me grow the channel. That is all for now, and I will be seeing you. Until next time.